Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger, you've got to think they'll be playing a high line. His athleticism and pace in recovery are both going to be critical. But I just feel he understands the art of defending better than most. No surprise, given his footballing education, of course.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Spread it left. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Messi. Gattuso. Now it's Gattuso. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's got away. Gattuso is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Gullit picks it up out wide. Gullit going face-to-face with his great rival. Very nicely done. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Batistuta. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lovely pass, but can he get... Goes for a shot! Goal! Argentina! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Argentina have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. There's the header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, that's a key interception. Messi.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left.
Shoots! Goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Argentina are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now that's well seen too. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Argentina are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Gullit. Beckham. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Maradona, ambitious ball here, and this is Batistuta, and the finish! Yes! A quite incredible spell, they are flying. No space, no problem, and that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way.
Well, look, it's going to be a very hard job to make sure that the lone man up front doesn't get isolated.
Well, that is the obvious worry, isn't it?
Yeah, usually managers play a compact midfield when trying not to give away space, but it gives you little scope when trying to create and exploit space yourself.
So emphasis very much on defence.
Absolutely.
Now it's Owen. Now, can they get him away? And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them, and his tactical versatility...
Real chance! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Palmeiras finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Neymar. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Carvajal. Guti. Now it's Olise. Olise going face to face with his great rival. Cannavaro. Vitinha, Yaya Toure, Nuno Mendes, Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Quick look, then plays it in. Olise is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
This is the time you need that pace.
Carvajal, looking to play him in, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Neymar, looking for options for movement. And he plays one through. There's no flag. He's picked his way through. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way he's constantly on the move, creating space for others, and he's got the creativity to play in deeper roles if needed.
Not the most accurate pass. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Vitinha makes the interception. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Messi. It's a searching pass. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Some really good ball movement. Messi. A header! Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Can he finish? Well, that was a fine display of acrobatics.
Well, look, we know there's a sense of artistry in everything he does. That's so typically him.
Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a sharp pass. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Vitinha has given away a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Rosicki. Iniesta. Rosicki showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rijkaard. Rosicki. And it's Guardiola. Nicely weighted ball. Picked up. Can he finish? Goal! Colombia! First blood drawn. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Colombia are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
David Villa. Cleared without hesitation. And we have our very first corner. Good-looking ball. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Nicely shaped ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. And he thumps it clear. Taken back almost at once. David Villa.
Villa really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's got away. And that was very necessary. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Vitinha. And a chance! It is a corner. Messi goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. No way through there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That's a throw. Rosicki looking for the run.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's played it in low. He can get that clear. That has ended up in no man's land. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, that's well spotted. And here's Iniesta.
That's positional gold. The utilisation of...
He rises! Messi stood his ground strongly. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Somewhat off target. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Van Nistelrooy. He's in a great position here. That has not gone well. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Iniesta.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Adams tries to clear. Messi. Colombia are looking to break at pace. And it's Messi. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Knocks it out wide. So we've reached the hour mark. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here. Lovely bit of skill. And that has been cleared. It's Iniesta! They've done it! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? That's been cut out, well played. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rijkaard. Guardiola. Played out to the right. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Can he get on the end of this? Nuno Mendes. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oh, he's found support out wide. Terrific header! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Played out to the left flank. Knocks it into space. Lovely feet. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Tries to play it through. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Looking to play him in.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Tries to get it clear.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Van Nistelrooy getting this one clear. And he lines up a cross. And they've got rid.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Villa. Nicely spread. Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. Looking for options for movement. And it's Mendes.
That was lovely, that.
Nuno Mendes. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Climbs up big! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Having to... And there goes the final whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I'm going to highlight somebody with special talents, maybe a special mentality, and it's this guy, Emi Martinez. As a goalkeeper, he is just a big presence. He's a big strength in the team, and we know he has a reputation for gamesmanship. He has a reputation of trying to get in the heads of his opponents, and it all comes with a lovely personality and a different character. and it's good to see that in the game.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Good effort from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
No, it's come to nothing. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's had it taken off him. And it's messy. Neither of these two want to come off second best. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Toure is there to clear. Alexander-Arnold. He's making a real surge on the left.
Oh, great feat, that.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rudiger kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Neymar. Shot at goal! And that was probably asking just too much.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
And we have our very first corner. O'Reilly clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Now he's got space here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Threads one in. And he's managed to get rid. Stood up well to him there. He's in a great position here. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Van Dijk.
Colorado Springs really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's shifting through the gears here. O'Reilly is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Oh, it's played into the area. Cleared away. Closing. And Yaya Toure! It's bounced back off the post. He scored! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Kessié did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's had it nicked away. Well, there's the clearance. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. It's not an especially good pass. Great chance! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Great ball, and he's in here. Yaya Toure.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Added time.
Can he get it through? Chance, surely! And that is earned. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, Peter, 2-0. You're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football.
And we're off again. And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Alexander-Arnold. Could be danger here. McTominay. Alexander-Arnold. He can run onto that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Iniesta is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He steps in and that's the end of that. Iniesta can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, he's found support out wide and he's managed to get free. And that should get the job done. Corner number 2 then. Olise with the clearance. Great vision. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Now can they get it? Shoots! Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, right place, right time. And now a sudden chance to counter. Chance! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class. What about Messi? He's kept it out just.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
He's got full. He will be livid with himself.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Alexander-Arnold. Long ball by the goalkeeper. That's been cut out, well played. It's a searching pass. Kessié. And that has put paid to that. Looking for the run. It's played through for him. Chance for a shot! He's scored! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And he was alert to it. Kessié. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's picked his way through. And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Iniesta. Can he get on the end of this? He's found a way through. Oh, that's nice. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Vitinha. Yaya Toure. Olise. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Olise. Big chance! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
So here comes the substitution.
Neymar. Number 24, Messi. Number 8, Vitinha. Number 23.
Good play on the left-hand
Toure.
side here.
Coming on the field.
Luis Suarez with the
19,
cross.
Suarez. Number 18, Beckham. Number 6, Gullit. Number 5, Gattuso.
McTominay. Alexander-Arnold.
Colorado Springs truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the...
Tries a shot! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Could have here their final chance. This their second corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Looking to play him in. And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo gets through on his own. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. It's a promising position. And it's Otto. Crosses it in here. Climbs up big! McTominay. Tries to pass it through. Now that's well seen too. So that's it. It is all over. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. No other club feels like Boca. No ground like the Bombonera. Feel it, see it, hear it. This is what the game means to this legion of followers. The action has already started. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word.
Shapes to shoot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Vitinha is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Boca Juniors are looking to go forward now. Now it's Figo. Figo delivers. He's found a way through. There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And now they can spring out of defence. Gabriel cuts out the pass. Now it's Vitinha. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
And here's Ibrahimovic. And he's had a hit! And he's there to clear it. Threads one in. Now it's Iniesta. Engages and forces him off the ball. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Davis. Rooney can soak. He's going for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Figo goes short. It'll be a throw-in. Decent chance! Goal! Boca Juniors! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Boca Juniors have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Cross needs to be good. Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Elects to cross. Gabriel is there. He's having a go. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Scholes really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Figo plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking to play him in. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And that has left him in a heap. Nuno Mendes. Neymar is wide and looking to get onto this. Scholes. Great run on the overlap here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Pull it. Tevez tries to thread one through. Bigo looking to run onto it. Has a shot! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And it's Rooney. That has been slung wide. Aims beyond the defence. Rooney, always looking for that half a chance. And here's Ibrahimovic. No way through. And here's Tevez. Yaya Toure. Neymar. And this is Ronaldo. And he's been shifted off it. Scholes. That's a good ball out wide. Iniesta. Nice bit of trickery. He's shifting through the gears here. Rooney. Pull it. Oh, good ball. Chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This possibly the last play of the half. And it's hoisted clear. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's Hullet. Messi clears. That'll be a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Messi. Neymar shoots! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
He's looking wide. Scholes, played out towards the right wing. He's picked his way through. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rooney. And it's Scholes. And here's Ibrahimovic. And this is Rooney. Oh, super ball. It's a good... Oh, smashing header. It's there. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Boca Juniors are now luxuriating in a 2. Vitinha! It's loose now and they want to get it. And he's following up! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And the shots! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Davis. Here's Scholes. Rooney. Oh, good spread. Now it's Figo. Figo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Cambio en Boca Juniors. Número 11, Tevez.
Beckenbauer.
Número 10, número
Neymar.
2, número 7.
It's Scholes.
Entran
And this is Ibrahimovic.
número 23.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And Yaya Toure! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Davis. Now it's Neymar. That's a little off target.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, that's fabulous. Yaya Toure. Lobbed in behind. He rises! He will be livid with himself.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Scholes. Ferdinand. Beckham. Messi. Now it's Neymar. That's been cut out, well played. Flings it across. And he thumps it clear. Neymar. Tries to pass it through.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Davis.
Well, they're really trying hard to change the complexion of this game, and surely it's only a matter of time before they can grab a goal. They're absolutely pounding away to get it. It's superb effort.
Iniesta. Now this could... Shot a goal! He scores! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Cambio en Boca Juniors. Número 5.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Chooses to go back. Otto gets into some space. Shot, surely! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Nuno Mendes. Incoming delivery. He gets big. Off the post. Beckenbauer gets rid without sophistication. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became a...
He gets big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's a searching pass.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Lahm. Now he's off and running. And it's Iniesta. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Conte. Neymar. Stood up well to him there. Iniesta. Iniesta going face-to-face with his great rival. Van Balten gets across to intercept that. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's Luis Suarez! Sensational from Suarez!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now, can they get him away? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That is good alertness. Iniesta looking to be a menace in the final third. And it's Lahm. Neymar. Nice bit of trickery. That's good running with the ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Vitinha. Vitinha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Van Balten, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Suarez is herring after that one. And it's Cruyff. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
New Mexico clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Rudiger with the clearance. Rijkaard. Iniesta. 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 Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Otto kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that has put paid to that. Iniesta. Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Iniesta. Passing nice and neat. Good take, and is he in?
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's an imaginative pass. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And this is Neymar. Conte. Lam. Tries to pass it through. Cross to the back post. That'll be a throw. Iniesta plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Iniesta. Oh, that's a key interception. Conte. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Yaya Toure. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Please be made aware that smoking is only permitted in designated areas within these grounds. Substitution on the field, number 5, Daniel Van Buiten.
There's the start of the second half.
Coming on the field is...
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Conte. Neymar. He can run onto that. Lam is looking to influence the game from out wide. And he's being shifted off it. It's skewed away. Ball played for Conte. That's a lovely, delicate pass. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Neymar. Iniesta in acres of space out wide. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Iniesta. Looking for the run. And this is Cruyff. Gabriel does really well there. He is strong. Pass somewhat off target. And that's cause for mild irritation. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that's another good win of the ball. Cruyff, who's set up one goal so far. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And this is Luis Suarez. Knocks it into space. And that has been clubbed away.
New Mexico are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way-through zone.
Now it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rijkaard. And it's Neymar. Out towards the flank. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Searching pass he's played there. Iniesta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's Iniesta! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he nearly went all the way.
Iniesta can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And here's Messi. Oh, nice touch. Otto. Neymar wins the duel this time.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Big chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitution on the field.
It's their second corner of the game.
Conte. Number 9, Suarez. Coming on the field, number 19, Pedri. Number 11, Batistuta.
And it's Otto. And this is Messi. Crosses it in. Bastoni deals with that comfortably. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Iniesta. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ambitious ball here. Gabriel calmly anticipates. Yaya Toure. Neymar, and he's managed to get free. Neymar plays it in. Chance for a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Really well taken goal. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Substitution on the field, number 7.
So there's going to be another change here.
Number 14.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
On the field,
Well, needless to say,
3,
Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Neymar. Lam. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Lam takes aim and cross. Oh, what a climb! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
substitutions taking place.
Odo. Now he's got space here. Beckham looking to get on the end of this. Chance, surely! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on the plate for him.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet. New Mexico really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
That's that, the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And everything you see is regal red and white. An eruption of colour, emotion, noise inside the Estadio Akron. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Vitinha charging forward, the ball at his feet. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Back into the middle. Shoots! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Now it's Pelé. Well read, nice interception. Not the most accurate pass. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's onto this. Engages and forces him off the ball. Gabriel, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Played out wide. Well read, and the danger is averted. Ah, good steal, he just read it. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Eto'o, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Messi, he's got away. Messi's cross. Bale, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He's a sharp little ball here. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Nedved. And he welcomes it in. Rudiger cuts out the pass. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Ronaldo. And it's played in. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, that pass isn't the best. No, it's come to nothing. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Good ball, good take. Deftly out wide. And it's Messi. Dink through. Now that's well seen too. Maldini.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Vitinha. Rijkaard simply refused to be outdone there. Great vision. Eto'o. Oh, important interception. Knocks it out wide.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Guadalajara trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Vitinha is always looking to break lines. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Iniesta. Pull it. That ball looks a good one. He has found the way through. Tries to play it through. And he was alert to it. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ball's out once more. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, it's a great ball here. Vieira, quality ball. Pull it, that is good alertness. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we're underway again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Gabriel. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Neymar. Neymar, up he goes! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
And we have our very first corner. Messi goes short. Guadalajara have the chance to go the other way. Face to face with the keeper. It's Pele! It's there! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And this is Bale. He's away. Big chance. Must be. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this to extend their lead. Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Guadalajara are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And that's another good win of the ball. Yaya Toure. Vitinha. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Mendes. Now, can they get him away? Spread neatly. Stood up well to him there. Pull it. Nedved. Now it's Eto'o. Looking to play him in. Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Guadalajara clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's a little off target. Bale. Now it's Nedved. No, not quite on the same wavelength. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Vieira. And that interception was most necessary. Nicely aimed pass. That has not gone well. Nicely weighted ball. Pele. Hullet. He can run onto that. He's beaten the last man. Looking for options for movement. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now it's Neymar. Nuno Mendes. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, well played, well played.
Look, this is so frustrating, passing without...
Cristiano Ronaldo! He scores! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Messi. Número 7.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Iniesta. And a chance! And he hits the net. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We have ourselves a real game here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, this looks sharp. Aimed beyond the defence. And instinctively gets big. Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it. It was drilled.
Flings in across.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Threads one in. Rijkaard out to the right. Oh, that's a key interception. Can he get it through? And the shot! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! Simplicity itself.
Suarez really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just the destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Iniesta has a look and plays it forward. Messi's up he goes! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Spread out to the left. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Decent chance! Goal! PSV! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps... Cristiano Ronaldo! He scores! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your head...
Oh, what has happened here? Oh, there's a probing ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Calafiori tries to clear. It's Neymar! And it's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And here's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well...
He's gone for goal! They've scored! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Very nearly half an hour gone here. Gets a good foot in there. Some good work on the right flank here. Rijkaard. Rui Costa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Chance! Goal! PSV! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
He's had a shot! They've done it! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be up.
Climbs up big! He's missed, but not by that far.
Iniesta certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Looking to play him in. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Real chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Great vision. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He is through here. That's a simple one for the keeper.
Added time.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Played out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Taken back almost at once. That ball looks a good one. He has found the way through. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Second period then underway. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Out towards the flank. Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Neymar. PSV can breathe again. Just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
He's had it taken off him. It looks a good ball through. And a chance! Goal, PSV! And they get themselves in front! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. PSV take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And it's played into the middle. Mbappe.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's an imaginative pass. Well, they could break here. Now it's Hullet. Hullet. He is star. Ibrahimovic! He's been caught on it here. Has another go. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that.
Goes for a shot!
The attendance for this match was 29,950.
nearly, but not quite.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Nuno Mendes is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Messi.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well read, nice interception. And this is Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
So time for change,
Neymar.
and this one has been on the
Number
cards for a little
24,
while.
Messi. Number 8. Vitinha. Coming on the field.
While facing up to his
Number
adversary,
6,
this is a
Gullit.
formidable matchup.
Number 18.
Beckham.
Number 11.
Oh, that's a key
Dembele.
interception. And this is Ronaldo. And that has been clubbed away. That's a little off target. Nicely aimed pass. Tries to play it through. Van Nistelrooy. He might be in here. Takes a shot! He has done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
How many? Just how many? So the lead now is 2.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Turns and goes back. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Calafiori gets rid without sophistication. Chance here to counter. He's one-on-one! And he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And it's Iniesta. Nuno Mendes.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, that's fabulous. Nuno Mendes with the cross.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Yaya Toure. Could have here their final chance.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Iniesta!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Odo. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Goes down, but nothing given. Van Nistelrooy, always looking for that half a chance. He's been shot, surely! It's their second corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. Odo, searching pass he's played there. Looking for options for movement. Gullit. And that's it. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, 2014-15 certainly provided some terrific highlights for Lionel Messi's career. Vitinha! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Nothing wrong with the idea, inches away.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, smashing header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Kukçu. He's looking wide. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Kukçu! Kukçu! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Kukçu is offering a right smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Backward it goes. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that's been cut out, well played. He is through here! Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And he's picked out the run. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they're back on the ball again. Looking for the run. Rijkaard providing an outlet on that. And a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Short changes him with that pass. Tries to pass it through. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, that's well spotted. Nil-nil still. No lack of chances, though.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Tries to play it through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rui Costa, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Great vision. Pass somewhat off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Egypt clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Decent chance! This is their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Turns and goes back. Last-ditch defending, but that'll... Oh, there's the shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Kukçu. Bellingham. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, sweet feet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, that looks a decent ball. Bout of passing here, and the shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Messi. That is lovely. Rodri wins the duel this time.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Otto. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it into space. And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Neymar is in a really good position out wide. And it's been taken short. Egypt have the chance to go the other way. And here's Messi.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
This looks promising. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Fellow attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a yellow t-shirt kindly make his way to the
Here we go again.
center?
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Baresi cuts it out. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure. Good ball over the top. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space. Can he finish? Goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Now it's Rui Costa, and it's made its way to him, and he shoots! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
24.
Egypt
Messi.
are sitting pretty,
Coming on the field.
2-0 up.
Number 21.
This is wonderful front-footed
Ibrahimovic.
football. The manager will be
Number
absolutely
18.
thrilled to see his team clicking in every
Substitutions
department.
taking place. The attendance for this
Well,
match
that is
was
not the best ball, and he offers an
29,830.
apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Gabriel gets across and deals with it. And there's green grass ahead of him. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Sticks it away!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes.
Chance, surely! It's in! That was a given. It always was.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Egypt take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Thuram. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That has not gone well. Baresi, the man synonymous with solidity. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now that's well seen too. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Chance for a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Corner number 2 then. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Egypt are looking to go forward now. That ball looks a good one. Gabriel gets across to intercept that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Vitinha, that's a good ball out wide. Beckham in acres of... There's the header! Harmlessly behind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Iniesta does really well there, he is strong. Van Basten touches it back. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Van Basten. Otto did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. He's having a shot! They've done it! And what a climax we have here! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
This is threatening to become a really good game. And back to the keeper. Cannavaro. And it's Koundé. And he's being shifted off it. And that was nowhere near his best. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And so the thrill of the opening game. Giddy hope and expectation. They all line up as equals, looking for the perfect start. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Day one, and everybody eager to get off to a good start.
Yes, and that's very apparent, Peter. Competition football is a different beast entirely, and you have to be prepared to dig deep to prevent everything going south very quickly. So this could be a tentative standoff in weighing each other up. I hope we'll see more probing than possession.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. He's found a way through. Aims beyond the defence. He's in a great position here. Can he get on the end of this? Jackson has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Killer instinct, Peter. This guy's got killer instinct, the one that all great strikers need. He's got a great eye for a pocket of space, and his finishing, obviously, is pretty deadly. If his new teammates can get their passing game going and bring him into play enough...
And he shoots! It's bounced back off the post. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Keeper's dealt with that. Threads one in. Here comes the cross. Koulibaly clears it away. And he welcomes it in. He's picked his... Goes for a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Cleared away. Oh, that's fabulous. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Driving forward. Sarr. This is promising. Dia. And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to...
Takes a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Strokes it back. Sarr. Oh, that's neat. Sarr. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's picked it up out wide. Cross goes in there. Bullish header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Good ball, good take. Very nicely done. That is good strength. And Diaye.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now, can they get him away? Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And Diaye! Oh, just over.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
In with the challenge.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
It's a promising position. There's the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
He's had it taken off him. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Chance to deliver.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's been slipped through. It's a good foot in there. Koulibaly. Well, that has not gone well.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Diallo. Sarr. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Excellent. And the first half is done. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we reach the halfway point.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Well,
He's having a shot! They've scored! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Ndiaye. Great vision. Now it's Jackson. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, that's a key interception. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's found a way through. Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Niakate was in no mood for any of that.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
And that's put paid to a promising move.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce match, 80 000.
So we've reached the hour mark.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Can he get on the end of this? Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
It is a corner, good chance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Diallo looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Looking for the run. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that is a little undercooked. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. This looks promising.
Botswana really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Great defending, strong and determined. He is through here. Great chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Now here's the delivery. That has been knocked clear. Chooses to go back. And he's there to belt it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Senegal still ahead by the game's only goal. He's got away. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Undiai. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
That's been cut out, well played. And across it goes.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Foot in. And that's that. They've got what they wanted on a day where the result is the most important thing. 3 points, absolutely. So a genuine sense of drama here, a pivotal game, offering the chance to seal progress from the group stage and an opportunity also to set the tone for the knockout stage to come. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, it really is a terrific sight here, and it goes to underline just how far this game could go towards shaping the fortunes of the team.
Well, if they can't find the motivation required for this, they might as well pack it in, Peter. This is the type of defining game that can propel the status of the whole club into the kind of territory where it needs to take its game. While individual careers may be helped with good performances, this has to be about the collective. If that remains strong, everything else should fall nicely into place.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Cleared without complication. Aimed beyond the defence. Foot in. Dia. And the finish! Goal! Senegal! And Senegal score first. And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Senegal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
Katompa Mvumpa. A win here so important to their ambitions. Oh, nicely intercepted. Distributed tidily. Now he's off and running. That's been cut out, well played.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Referee's given a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's a key interception. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, shooting chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Ndiaye tries a measured ball. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Sarr. He's on it, can he get away? It's an inviting looking ball, that.
This is the time you need that pace.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's Sarr. Gets a good foot in there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Sarr plays a sharp little ball here. Dia! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Sarr. Nice control. Senegal looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. And they can counter here. Just eases him off the ball. Done delicately. That's Dia. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Quality ball. And the through ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Democratic Republic of Congo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Diallo. Played out wide. Played back in. Sarr knocks it into space. An instinctive delivery. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Senegal happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit.
He's having a go! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Senegal with the corner. They're first. And it's Koulibaly. And now they can spring out of defence. Great ball if he can get there. Ndiaye. Sarr. Driving forward. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played out to the left flank. Gets into some space. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Ndiaye showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's a promising position. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce match, 80 000.
He's shifting through the gears here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now that looks a decent ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Masuaku picks it up now. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, good spread. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And here comes the corner. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Not the most accurate pass. And he cuts out the supply. Masuaku. And he's forced to go back. And it's Masuaku. Katompa Mvumpa. Sarr tries to pass it through. There's the shot! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
He gets big! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
So not long left in this now. Senegal have their place in the knockout stage all but secure. Can he get it through? That looks a good ball through. That's the keeper's ball. Sarr. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Senegal can consider themselves just about safe now. And it's Masuaku. He has found the way through. He's in plenty of space here. Well, that has not gone well. That's really nicely played. Masuaku could try cutting inside here. Great vision. And the through ball. No way through there. Played through for the wide man. He's in space and looking for options. Can he get on the end of this?
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable
and
here.
Blows his whistle. Well, this is the sight. So we're back again, fresh still in our minds, the highs, the lows, the stresses, the strains. And as they prepare to cross swords all over again, we remind ourselves of that magic of the game. This is what it does to you. And the shot! Gets good distance on it. And it's Sarr. Jackson finds himself in the starting lineup. Jim, what would you say are his most notable qualities?
Well, we're talking about an explosive player, Peter. He'll be looking to play on the shoulder of the last defender as much as possible. So if his teammates can manage to play it in behind, then the opposition goalie might get a little busy today.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And he welcomes it in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. He's a sharp little ball here. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Good running, strong and purposeful.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Sarr. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he welcomes it in. Cleared away. They've played it short. Now this could be a chance. And the finish! It goes to show he is human after all.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Muscular approach does pay off here. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Jackson! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And it's been taken short. That has been slung wide. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Pass somewhat off target.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Lemina. That's a good ball out wide. And he's quick to snatch it back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance for a shot! Jacobs with the clearance. He's in space and looking for options. Goes for a shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Apindangoy. Now Lemina. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Aubameyang. Sarr. Aims beyond the defence. Jackson. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Senegal! And Senegal score first. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Senegal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
I think they've gone about their business with the opener very much in mind, and this augurs well now.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Lemina.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Bruno Aquilmanga. And he's been shifted off it. Quality ball. And here's Jackson. Oh, good read. And that has been clubbed away. And here's Sarr. Real chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And he cuts out the supply. Lemina. Ambitious ball here. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Lemina. Now it's Aubameyang.
That was lovely, that.
Aubameyang. Ndiaye. It's a pretty loose pass. Gives it back. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Senegal are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Senegal.
There's the shot! It's fallen kindly here. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Bruno Aquilmanga promptly onto that, and that is that. Dia. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. He's in a good position here. And he's there to get it away. That's the throw. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He is through here. Diallo gets a foot in here. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Senegal just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce match.
Jackson, he's had a shot! Superb from Nicholas Jackson! A finish of true class! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And now he has two. Senegal are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And he's quick to get it clear again. It's their second corner of the game. Sarr plays it short. Has crossed into the middle. Dia! And that is doing no harm at all. Lamina. Bruno Aquilmanga. He has found the way through. No, he can't get past him. He won't be happy with that one. And Aubameyang! That has not gone well. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Aubameyang. Thinks about the shot. Sarr, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Ndiaye. Great vision. Can he finish? Oh, it rattles the bar. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Now it's Aubameyang. Sarr does well to get it back. Turns back here, probably the best option. Threads one in, and it's been played through. And he's managed to get free. He slings it in. Keeper has taken decisive action. Now it's Jackson. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Ahead by two and just about into the home straight. Looking for the run. Oh, that is a good ball. Chance! It's a goal!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Senegal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
He's found a way through. Now that looks a decent ball. Now there's a fun. He's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. In he goes again. He can get that clear. Searching pass he's played there. Now it's Jackson. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped
And
it.
time is up. Victory in round one. Still, of course, a lot to do, but it is one... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. This place, these people and their heroes. The grand old stadium graced by so many greats of the Mexican game. But above all, a game always of its proud and passionate people. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Iniesta writing himself into team folklore. It's career game number 500 for him today, Jim.
Well, he's a special professional who's done a sterling job to keep himself at the top of his game for oh so long. His durability and his mental strength have been a constant.
Chance! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Now it's Raul. Played into space. Well, that's well seen too. Tries to play it through, and it's been played through. Bebeto! Otto attempts a clearance. Vitinha. Some good work on the right flank here. Cafu promptly onto that, and that is that. Kukcu.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Batistuta. Park Ji-sung gets into some space. And that's a throw-in. And it's Guardiola. Oh, it's and Batistuta! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Now it's Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. And the cutback.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
And he's gone looking for safety. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Looking for the run. And he welcomes it in. Just the goalkeeper to beat. There's the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Uruguay with the corner, there first. Rudiger is there, and he can get that clear. Not the most accurate pass. Guardiola. Deep cross.
That's good defensive concentration.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, that pass isn't the best. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Bebeto. And it's Neymar. Well read, nice interception. And this is Ronaldo. That's a nicely shaped ball. Bayer with the clearance. And the shot! And he's done it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
That has not gone well. Now it's Batistuta. Can he get it through? Vitinha is always looking to break lines. Oh, he's found support out wide. He has found the way through. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Yaya Toure gets a foot in and wins the ball. Chance! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And a chance! Really well taken goal. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Uruguay get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards to increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
That is Stuta! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Uruguay have their third corner. Terrific header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Threads one in. Good read, needed to be. Guardiola. Up Ji-sung. Somewhat off target. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Bebeto.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Searching pass he's played there. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. He can get that clear. And that's definitely not his best. And that was very necessary. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Nuno Mendes. And here's Iniesta. And he can clear it away. Vitinha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round. Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
Gabriel. Nuno Mendes. Batistuta. Up Ji-sung.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Good ball over the top. Oh, important interception. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, it's Bebeto. Cannavaro has it in a wide position. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Odo looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Knocks it into space. And Batistuta! He's got a goal! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Guardiola. Cafu, clipped into space. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Vitinha gets it away. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that looks a decent ball. Neymar receives it in a wide position. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Otto running with the ball. He can run onto that. Cristiano Ronaldo! Park Ji-sung. Well, played right into his path. And he's picked it up out wide. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Cambio en Uruguay. Número 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Torres! Goal! Uruguay! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Uruguay get themselves into the lead. Can he finish? They've done it! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Cambio en Uruguay. Número 6.
So there's going to be another change here. Uruguay take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now, can they get him away? And he's straight offside. And it's Kukçu, and he stands tall, impenetrable. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.